Hi, I'm Michael Kourosh and welcome to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are in Santa Barbara Design Center and we are going to explore a fascinating subject, the history of human dwellings. People have sought shelter for thousands of years. First, let's go back to the time where design first played a part in where we live. Humans first set forth to live in a single location during the Neolithic Age, approximately 10,000 years ago. Prior to that, humans were believed to be nomadic hunter-gatherers. With construction of the first huts, it was only a matter of time before furnishings were needed to make the dwellings habitable. The earliest beds were no more than straw piles, and ancient rugs were the earliest examples of a floor covering. The Persian Rug is the oldest known example of a rug intact. It was found during an archaeological expedition in 1949 and is from the 4th century BC. It has a knot density of 360,000 per square meter, which is higher than most modern rugs. Although the Persian Rug, currently on display in the Hermitage in St. Petersburg, is truly ancient, there is evidence that supports rug weavings existed for thousands of years prior. Not long after this, the ancient Egyptians constructed the first homes made of brick and created similar textiles using papyrus reeds. In fact, the ancient Egyptians were the first to build two-level homes with a bedroom on top and sitting spaces below. As civilization expanded, empires such as Rome and city-states such as Greece established the first individual houses with the size of your living space showing your stature in the community. During this era, humans saw the first steps toward today's style of bed, including frames and mattresses. Sitting spaces also featured openings in the ceiling to allow light in, a precursor to modern-day skylights. During this time, home decor and accessories became the norm as humans began entertaining their peers. Common accessories included statues, pottery, and mosaics. At the ancient city of Pompeii, destroyed by a volcanic eruption in 79 AD, there are examples of Roman dwellings perfectly preserved by the fallen ash that were only excavated within the last century. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Europe entered a 1,000-year period known as the Dark Ages, but the advancement of living spaces continued. The most famous dwellings to come from this era were the castles and fortifications of Europe. Often the backdrop of literature, these towering stone structures not only housed kings, queens, and knights, but also became the focal point of villages. Here, design took a leap forward with the advance of furniture such as wardrobes, large dining tables, and beautiful ornate tapestries. The fortresses became obsolete with the development of gunpowder weapons that could easily take the stone walls down. As Europe exited the Dark Ages and entered the Renaissance, new forms of living came about. When we come back, let's learn how design shaped the world we live in today.